We're recording too. This is sad.
Guys, I literally had the worst thing happen to me just a couple minutes ago in the bathroom. Like, no lie, straight up. So you know, us guys, when
He found out he has an inverted penis.
no, I did not find out. But you can't wait. No, listen though, for real. You know when like you pee and then after like you shake, right, to get all the excess off? I didn't shake enough. So I had some pee dribble down my leg for a second there, and that was very interesting. And I haven't had that happen to me since, I haven't had that happen to me in like 10 years. But it's just like
This is part 2 of what I want out of MXM.
We're rolling right now, right?
yeah, we're
Okay.
absolutely rolling.
I just want to let you know, my boss watches these podcasts.
wait.
He told
Which
me
one?
He watched the first one with Jake.
That's
Do I know
awesome.
Jake?
Let's go. Hey
Probably
Jake,
not.
how's it going, man?
No, he's like,
Was he there today?
I don't think so.
Who is there today? I don't know who he is.
Is it Joel?
No, I know Joel. Joel is blonde, right?
I might need to turn Marcus
Mhm.
down a little bit. He seems to be peeking
Well,
over there a little
I
bit.
told you the way I was talking was normal, but then you're like, speak louder.
But
Well, I
he
was
told
saying
me that
speak
he
louder so I
watched
can
our
test
first
it. Here, I'm gonna
podcast.
turn you
Yeah?
down a little bit.
Yeah, when he was like partway through of it.
Okay, hold on. So he's like, he usually wears a hat, middle-aged.
Okay, that is Jake.
That is?
He wears black t-shirts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like he's like, where is he in the totem pole? You're gonna have to blur all of these.
equivalent to Will.
names. Oh, just front half,
Yeah,
front house.
All right, well,
he used to be over in the kitchen though.
Really?
Mhm.
Hey, how come Robert? Not. I love Robert. How is he in the kitchen? Did he want to switch? I was
Because
just
you guys are short
curious.
staffed.
Really? Because I
Alright.
was sick. That
Well,
makes sense.
Kevin,
Is
interesting.
he gonna be back there from now on?
Tomorrow's his last day.
Oh man, I love having him back
Yeah,
there.
no,
He's
Robert's
fun.
Ours.
No,
Yes,
no,
he's mine.
no. Are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
I love how I can't say anything without being laughed at. I'm glad that my pain is your enjoyment.
It's not your pain. It's just
I know I'm going through stuff, and you're over here laughing.
But I'm not laughing at your pain.
I'm going through a loss right now. We just lost my good friend Robert in the kitchen, and now you're making fun of me. I just don't appreciate it.
Any askers? Any askers?
Anyone ask if you ask?
Did you guys ask? I didn't ask.
I didn't ask.
Someone please comment. I ask so that these kids will shut up.
Oh,
I'm gonna find that meme. I sent a meme a while ago. It was like if someone asks or someone said did someone ask, send them this TikTok and say that I asked.
If someone, if did you ever wish you could you would.
I got somewhere to be. I don't want to be here.
How many times are you gonna make that joke before it becomes irrelevant? That's what I want.
It already is irrelevant. That's the point. That's the reason I say it.
What? That joke has been dead and irrelevant for a minute. You've said it too many. Almost
I
every single one of our videos.
Literally just said it is, and that's why I say it.
Okay. Kevin, go ahead and intro us in, dude.
Well, welcome back to the MXM podcast. I'm here with my boys, Watermelon and Lava Tie.
Yes, sir.
We're not quite sure if this guy's a boy yet, but
I'm dead.
Okay, but besides the point, how are you guys doing today? How
you might need to
doing,
get that
Marcus?
one.
I'm doing good. Honestly, I'm actually feeling a little bit ill. If you haven't already,
I can't be here. Sorry.
as of like we've pretty much segued in every single video. If you're not already subscribed to me, please go subscribe to me. I've got a video out every single day, pretty much the same time this goes by.
Okay. Marcus,
So-
how are you doing?
Wait. I gotta explain
No,
this. I gotta explain what happened though. But in today's video, which you will
I'm
see,
doing great. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the first topic today?
whatever. But in my video this week or today, you're watching this. I had to try to make a cake without any without any recipe. So it's just off the top of my head, and I already suck at baking. Kevin tried it.
Let me add this on. Like he doesn't know anything about cooking in general. Not even just baking. Like cooking in general.
Yeah,
He
he's
really
right.
doesn't know much.
I
So that's just insane to me that you'd even try. You probably didn't. You didn't put like baking powder or anything. Like
No,
that?
I
That's
didn't.
why I didn't raise.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
rise.
No, you also raise.
No.
That's why I didn't raise.
It's why I didn't rise.
No, raise is past tense.
Yeah. What happened? When did you bake this cake?
No. Your sentence though is not past tense though.
That's why I didn't raise.
That's why I didn't rise.
Guys, I'm not.
Look. Anyways,
When did you bake the cake?
No.
It was past tense.
It's past tense,
Right?
but your sentence
Exactly.
was not. It doesn't matter. Your sentence was a
Wait,
past
I
tense.
think actually yours is future. So you're saying that it's going to raise. You wouldn't say I
No,
raised
you would say it would be
something.
it's going to rise.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't say it's going to raise.
What?
You're saying it wouldn't raise.
Continue.
Yeah, besides the point. Anyway, so Kevin tried it. Kevin, what was your thoughts about it before I go and explain exactly what happened? Kind of give a little short rundown before they go and hopefully watch it.
If I could describe it in one word, what would I say? I'd say
Absolute dog water, no PR Dollar Tree headset.
I'd say putrid. That thing was-
Putrid? Wow.
that
Okay,
thing was disgusting.
listen.
Tell me it didn't.
But see, if I was going for a nice sweet tamale, you would think it's perfect.
And who's going for that?
I mean, that's not what I was going for.
Even
but
then,
if it was,
it's terrible.
look. Anyways, guys, it was interesting. So definitely go check out the video. As always, I mean, the link is in the description for you to go check that out. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, my day was good. Besides that, I'm feeling a little weird because I kept trying to be like for the video and for everyone else around me, like, such as my parents, like, oh yeah, this is great. So I just kept eating it because like it wasn't bad enough that I had to stop eating, but it wasn't good enough where I wanted to like, it's just phenomenal. So I
It was
just kept
bad enough
eating.
to stop eating.
I just kept
I took
eating.
one bite and put the rest of it in the trash.
Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, that was good.
You're brave, bro. I saw that thing and I was like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, it didn't
My
look
brain?
appetizing either.
Hmm?
My brain?
You're brave.
Oh, I thought you said your brain, bro. I saw that thing and I was like,
Mm-mm.
okay. I mean, it did.
Bro,
look-
that thing
it
looked like
better than
straight
it
Bob
tasted.
out of Monster, or what is that? Whoa.
Monsters
Monster vs. Aliens, yeah.
Well, first off, it wasn't blue.
Bob had more.
And there was more volume in
texture,
Bob.
more
Yeah.
volume. There you go.
Than my cake did. So good try, Marcus.
Yeah, but it's just, it looked like the same texture. Like it was Jello, pretty much. It
Mm.
looked like it.
No.
It didn't. If you looked at it, it looked like Jello. I'm not saying it felt like Jello.
No,
It looked
dude,
like-
I made it. There was not.
It didn't look like Jello.
I don't need to be here. I
Marcus,
really don't.
you-
Everything I say, you guys just take it.
Just shut it.
just
You
shut it
Shut
down.
down. tonight, bro.
I'll be silent for the rest
That's
of the
like
night. Have
cancel
fun.
watermelon.
I'm gonna put in my AirPods. I'm gonna watch some other videos.
Okay. Awesome. Well, interesting. Love to see it. Well, I guess something that's as Marcus puts his AirPods out here and he wants to leave MX. He wants to go.
My
You
mic
want,
wasn't
you want me to
even-
go grab my? You want me to go grab my Beat Studios or my AirPods or anything like that? Yeah.
The ones that you bought off of someone else?
Yeah, I bought them on someone else.
Yeah, that's still broke.
I bought them for. I bought my Beat Studios for.
Did
Sorry.
you buy those?
I did
AirPods?
buy these
I bought my own AirPods.
last
Doesn't matter.
January before I
It
even
doesn't
had a
matter.
job. What does that tell you? I'm a hustler.
Okay.
You know something funny? Post Malone has a line where he says, "Same." Oh wait, say. Oh shoot! It's same price my.
Yacht.
No.
Wait,
No, he
I
said
feel
half price my whip, same price my watch.
Yes.
So he's saying that his watch is half the price of his whip. I bought my car for $1,000, and my watch was just over $500. So I can say that flex too as well. I'm a flexer.
Mm.
I'll just say
What'd you say?
Because I'm going surfing on Sunday. I literally had to get a special watch for like they can go hike a deep in my Apple Watch.
Any
guys.
askers?
We're talking about watches. Good try.
Any askers that you're going surfing?
This is okay.
Okay,
Whatever.
stop being toxic.
Yeah, Marcus. Okay.
I don't want to hear anything from either of you, okay? I am literally being made fun of for speaking. I don't understand how that's true
All right,
or how that's
all right.
happening, but
I
We're-
forgot
it's-
about that.
We're having a clean zone here. No more cutting off and no more roasting everyone. But in the same sense that Marcus is currently, thank you. I'll go fix that in a second. Marcus currently wants to leave MXM. So is Logan and Jake Paul leaving America to go to Puerto
they're
Rico.
smart.
Do you know how to do it, Kevin? If not, I can go. I'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, I'll go do it real quick. So
They're
yeah,
smart.
but yeah, let's kind of get into that real quick. I'll fix it while you guys talk about this. But let's
Stop it.
let's
a
talk about this for a
charismatic
second here
something.
because it's very interesting. This has made headline news this week. So much so, this is where it gets super funny. Because there's been tons of memes of people of Puerto Ricans just being like, no, thank you, we don't want them. You can have them back. Like this whole thing, and so it's
Nothing new under the sun.
it's been this very interesting dynamic. Are you listening to music still?
No.
Oh, so I don't know. I know Kevin watches and is an Impulsive fan. So if you guys want to talk about that, and then
You didn't have to out me like that.
You can't
Why?
expose him
Why
like
is that
that.
not-
No, I can't-
Because it's
you don't
Logan
know
Paul.
Who I having my inner circle, who I spend my days with.
Oh
You know,
my gosh.
these gangsters.
Oh, this is a
They might
parasocial
kill me.
relationship.
The craziest thing is that he literally talked about watching Impulsive in the first podcast we did, so I don't see why
Technically second.
it's our first.
This is our third. And
Technically,
we talked
it's
about it
actually
last.
It's actually our 8th.
It is true.
that came out.
True.
Anyways, the third one came out, but it was in the first one we did. We talked about MXM and
Yeah, it was a joke.
what we were. But anyways, so while I fix the computer, because I always forget to fix it, so while I go fix the computer, I want to talk about that because have you heard anything about that at all or like seen? I know we were talking about earlier about Jake Paul. So if you want to talk about Jake Paul in Miami, whatnot, I'm gonna fix that real quick.
So I guess I don't know. Well, now you're telling me he's also living in Puerto Rico, but apparently Jake Paul moved to Florida.
Honestly, Florida's going to be the new hotspot. I don't think LA is going to be very hot for a long time, especially because they're on such huge COVID restrictions right now. A lot of people are moving out, and the taxes are just ridiculous in California,
It'll be interesting to see.
and it's going to go up.
Like the new hubs of like where you become successful because from the past I don't know 20 years everyone moves to LA to make it.
Yeah.
But now that everyone's leaving California,
It's also more than just like YouTube though. I think the real reason was because of Hollywood modeling. It was
Yeah.
like they have all the good professional film crews and like camera people out
Mhm.
there because that's where all of the big
It's good.
Hollywood movies are. But
Yeah, in my foresight, I
gonna be
think that
Bollywood
I think it's
next.
going to be kind of a while before we see LA seriously get hit big. I mean, you're starting to see companies and businesses and celebrities move out of California. Yes, but I think it's gonna be a couple of years before we see it drastically. I think take way to the way everyone's kind of envisioning it to be. But I think the new hotspots are gonna, like he's saying, Florida's gonna be huge,
Texas is
and Texas, like Nashville, right? Is Nashville? Is that the one?
Austin.
Austin, thank you. Austin's gonna be big. Those two places I think are gonna be the two new main places. In Arizona, I think Arizona will always be kind of because you can hit Texas right there, and you can hit California.
First off, between Arizona and Texas is New Mexico. So,
But I'm saying
anyways.
it's close enough where it's because let's say for example, but my point was that because it's still close enough to LA. That because I feel like LA is not yet it's not going to just change overnight. Everyone's going to leave. People are still going to be here. And this is Hollywood. It's still going to be here for a significant amount of time. That Arizona is going to be the best spot to be in because you can be here in California, but then you could also be right there in Texas, like a flight away as well. So it's in both spots where it's perfect. Now, obviously, if you also had to go to Miami,
Would it
it'd
not
be
be a
interesting.
flight away from Texas to LA too?
Yeah, but
What's the difference? Like an hour maybe in the air?
Yeah, maybe an hour, but I don't know.
I'm just saying it's really not that. Anyways, Austin I think is already becoming a huge hub. Like streamers, a lot of the big streamers are already in Austin, and they've been doing that for a couple of years. Like XQC, he started out, or he didn't start out in Austin, but he moved to Austin. He got a Greek God X,
Yeah.
Mizkif, Mizkif's all of their friends, S-Fan, all of these huge streamers are in Texas because first off, there's no income tax, so they keep
Yeah.
all the money, and they can do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah.
there's no income tax.
Yeah, so any money you make there, you don't get taxed by the
Bro,
government.
it's crazy.
So
And
that's why, bro. I'm about to move to Texas.
Bro, and Elon Musk and Tesla, they all moved over there.
Yeah,
They're
Tesla.
moving their whole entire company there.
What's it called? I mean, they're still gonna have their dealership, and SpaceX is still here and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But they're just moving an office. It's not
Yeah.
really that big of a deal. But
Which is also kind of interesting to talk about real quick. I think is a cool tangent. I don't know if you guys saw, but they dropped a new rover on the moon, or sorry, on Mars.
I think it was Mark Rober's.
Mark Rober.
Rober, you know who that is?
Mark Rober dropped a rover.
Wait, that sounds.
He's a huge YouTuber.
Yeah. Yes.
The
I
science
I know
guy.
who Mark Rober.
Yes,
is.
I
You know
did
he's
see
from
that.
SAC?
Yeah.
Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
from
I know
SAC.
exactly who it is. So it was his exact rover.
No, I don't know. I heard
the-
someone that worked. I think it was someone at work told me it was his, but I think his landed years ago.
I saw him make a video. I'm watching right now.
Dude, he kills the algorithm. You know why?
Why?
Because pause it. He had one video go viral,
Mm-hmm.
and then he started doing it every month, right? Like monthly videos, right? And because it's so rare, every single time his video hits the algorithm because he gets 30 million views on every single one. So So the reason he gets so many views on every single one is because he had one that blew up, and then because it blew up, it was trying to put him more in the algorithm because people are liking him, and then he does it every month, and because it's so rare, every single video hits the
So
algorithm.
because it's so sporadic of like it's not like every day or like every week. It's like once a month.
And because everyone's trying to look for him and people want to see more, and because they're waiting a month,
Oh my gosh,
he hits the algorithm every single time. And he's getting like 30, 40, 50 million views on family-friendly content. It's also like teaching kids how to do things and science and all that stuff. And he's making bank, bro.
The crazy too is he puts a lot of it on Facebook, which is huge because he also not only is someone who defines all really does a really great job at making it that kids and teenagers are involved in it. But also the adults love him. So someone on Facebook will watch it over and over and over again, think it's the coolest thing ever. Like, it's crazy.
I could just picture my granny just like, look at this young white gentleman, and she's just watching him make giant elephant toothpaste or something.
Jeez,
And he gets probably like 100 million views plus on Facebook.
Dude, dude, it's crazy. Anyways, back to Jake and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I just, again, we were talking about it earlier. Like, if you move somewhere in the U.S., if you have multiple houses, you have to stay in one of those houses for 6 months and 1 day.
A
so
year.
that
6 months a year.
Yeah, 6 months and 1 day a year. So that's
Oh,
like
I
a
see.
primary house.
Oh, I see.
And then the other ones you can stay in for just like a month or whatever. But I don't know how that's going to work now if he has a house in Puerto Rico, because technically they are kind of like American Samoa.
A U.S. territory.
Yeah, they're U.S. territory, but they're not part of the U.S. You know what I mean? So like I don't know how that's going to work. But
yeah, so I was talking to Logan earlier, and
okay, but
okay, so I was watching Impulsive, and for the last 2 episodes now, they have specifically talked about Logan leaving, and actually George, I think it's George Funko, I think that's his last name.
I have no idea.
I don't want to get that wrong. I think it's George Funko.
I was gonna say Franco.
Oh, is it
But then-
Franco?
Mm-mm.
No.
That's like a actor.
Dude, I feel horrible. I should know this. I think it's Funko. I believe it is. Nope, it's not. Maybe it's Fanko. I don't
Franco
know.
Sounds right.
George Janko?
It's Janko. Is it Janko? It is. It's George Janko. Thank you. I'm an idiot. Yeah. So George Janko, he specifically has been like playing. Like he's been hurt. You can tell. Like part of it probably is he's a little bit, over exaggerating a little bit for views. But he constantly is putting out there that like he doesn't like that Logan's leaving. And so, give you more background about the story and what's happening. Here you go. Is that Logan is moving to Puerto Rico. He announced he wanted to leave, and it's become a big deal because
I don't know why.
mainly because a massive power like him, like he's got influence. Leaving is interesting, especially because of his past. The Puerto Ricans have been like, no, you guys keep him there, but everyone's kind of against it right now because he has such a huge influence. His entire house is filled up with creators. He owns the house. And now he's thinking about selling the property. He's moving to a place where he's like, I just want peace and quiet. Like, he's like, that's when I do my best, is when I want peace and quiet. And so he wants to focus on his boxing, which is great because then if he's in peace and quiet, they have to do camps where literally like they can't go out, they can't do anything anyway. So for him, it makes perfect sense. And that's why Jake is putting half of a stake in the property that Logan's be buying, because Jake's going to fly out there and go there when he does his trainings. And so Logan's going to be living there full time, but Jake's going to come when he does his like camps, his training camps, and then Jake will have his property in Miami.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal if someone wants to move. If they want to move, let them move. I don't understand.
Yeah. But I think
what's the difference between him making content here and him making content there?
Well, that's part of it. He's not. That's the thing.
He's not going to be creating content. He's
Pretty
gonna quit.
much. That's what
Good for him.
that's what they're arguing about, because
He's
or
made-
not arguing, but like they have this podcast and he's like, I want to keep this podcast going. I love this podcast. I want to keep it going. But they're like, how are we gonna keep this podcast going if you're not gonna be here? And he's like, I don't know. So they're trying to figure out a way that they can keep this podcast, but they're like, we're not gonna do like a Zoom call.
Invest in a private jet. Boom.
But
I'm sure they already have one.
But even like like what they were saying, I think it was like it's like 9 hours, 9-hour flight every single day.
What the heck? Isn't Puerto Rico just like South America?
It's below Florida, I think. I think it is.
No shot. That's
Yeah,
a 9
bro.
hour. No, but no shot. That's a 9. From here to Florida, it's like a 4 hour flight.
No, bro. From here to
From here to New York is 5 hours. So from here to Florida is like maybe 4.
bro, you're capping on the game right now.
I'm dead serious.
From here right now,
From here to Hawaii, it's about the
Arizona
same
is
distance
3
from-
hours. We used to take 3 hour flights to go to Arizona
Yeah, it took us 2 hours.
to New Mexico just for the
It took
camps,
us an
bro.
hour. It took us an hour to go to LA, and then an hour from LA to New Mexico.
Here, I'm gonna.
That's not 3 hours
If it took us an hour to get to LA, how is it gonna take 4 hours to get to Florida?
because
Sacramento.
California is like the entire length of the West Coast.
Here, I'm looking this up too.
There's 2 states above us, and then that's it.
I know
That's
you're
Canada.
capping on the game so hard right now. Like, we're gonna look this up. Okay, this is 10 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours,
5 hours.
6 hours, not 4, bro.
I said 5
This
to
one,
New York.
huh?
I said 5 to New York.
I'm pretty sure you said 4 to New York.
I did not.
Or you maybe
I said
did.
it was like maybe 4 to
and
Florida. 4 to
that's
Florida.
that's a crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That's United Airlines. That's like
That's
look up
a-
Southwest or Blue. What's that one? Blue.
Actually, it's really cheap. Maybe because it's New York right now, it's not doing too good. Dude, I
They're
was
completely shut down.
Bro,
still.
I literally was trying to like get flights from Sacramento to Houston. Look how much the prices are. Look at this. Oh, they're not as bad anymore. Oh, I could write Spirit. Isn't there like a bunch of like jokes
Look,
about
3
Spirit?
hours. Oh, it's Houston, Texas. I was thinking
Texas.
Florida. I was
No,
yeah,
yeah.
but look, from Sac to
8 hours to take Spirit, bro. What the heck are they like?
they're like hoppers. You gotta hop.
Dude, that was
That's
one
so
stop.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you just take a straight flight there, it's a little more expensive, but it's like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Bro, okay, look at this. Look at this. One of them could take me 17 hours.
That's Frontier. Frontier is one of the worst.
Oh
That's
my
what-
gosh, never in a million years.
That's
I'd
what I'm
do that.
saying. I'm literally telling you,
I could take
it's not
United.
9 hours to get to Puerto Rico.
But it takes
especially from
it's,
LA.
for me to get to Houston take 4 hours. Non-stop 4
yeah,
hours.
and now you go over 2 states. That's another hour. From LA to New Mexico is an hour.
Bro.
I'm telling you,
We're
bro.
looking at this and it's saying like 6, 7, 8 hours to get from here to New York.
It literally just said on United Airlines 5 hours to get to New York.
Bro, they're okay. I'm not gonna argue about this.
It says it right there.
No, that's to Houston. That's to Houston. Sacramento to JFK.
Didn't you just search that up?
No, I did not. This
5
one's
hours. 7 minutes.
JetBlue.
JetBlue. That's the one that was blue. Yeah, because
I've drawn JetBlue actually. That's kinda nice.
BuzzFeed did a whole thing about this. How like they're testing flights, and JetBlue was like 5 hours to get to New York, and I was like, really? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Dude, it's literally like $300. That's probably only one way. Come on, right? That's only gotta be one way.
I don't know. Let's continue.
Round
So that's-
trip, bro. Who's trying to take a dude? Honestly, I'm so down.
especially
You
with a
guys
private jet. It's not gonna be.
he doesn't have a private jet.
I know, but I'm saying if you have a private jet, it's not gonna take 9 hours to get to Puerto Rico. But anyways, I just don't think it's that big of a deal that they're leaving.
Right, but I think the biggest thing is because he is of influence and he's very public. So because he's a very public figure, people are more upset. I would say maybe they feel like they're invested in his life.
Exactly. That's what I think is there's an issue with YouTube is parasocial relationships.
Mm.
Because it's like you feel like you have a connection with the streamer or YouTuber or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't know who the heck you are. They don't care about you.
Right.
You're just a number on their screen, right? But then you feel so invested in their lives and all this stuff that like you guys you think you're friends with them. You're not. Like Ludwig had this whole issue with his Twitch chat. Like we're not friends. Like stop treating me like I'm your friend. Like people are like asking him like what do I do with my life? And he's like I don't know. You figure that out. Like I'm not your friend. I don't know what you do. I don't know who you are.
Cold-blooded.
And yeah, and everyone, all his Twitch chat was like, "Oh wow, we're not your friends. Like you're just using us for money." We're like, "That's what this job is." Like you guys watch
man,
me.
He's saying it straight up.
Yeah, he was like, "That's what this job is like. You guys watch me, and I don't know you, but you guys know me, and it's just like I don't have time to love 20,000, 30,000 people. Like
Yeah. It's true.
you guys just have to know one person. But let's be real. Logan Paul's not gonna know and be friends with 10 million people, right?
No.
That's just how it is. You know, like you can't.
Yeah.
It's hard enough. Like I barely know 300 people, let alone be friends with all of them. Like I just know of them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's weird to think like
Yeah,
that's
I think
what YouTube is now.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, and I think part of it is too is like as an individual who's very public with their life, like, you know, people, especially Logan Paul, despite the controversy that he had back in, was that 2018, 2017, he has made a name for himself.
Has it been 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has stand up against stand up against racism. Huge. That made it like he was so passionate about that. He's talked about Harry Styles and wearing dresses. There's a lot of things that controversial things that the society really views and deems upon and thanks him for. And so as an individual who has grown infinitely more than when he had that video in the forest, people see him now as a respected guy, and so his podcast is doing phenomenal. It is doing so well.
Some might say it's the #1 podcast in the world.
yeah, literally. And so it's become a problem because if he's leaving, it's all over. So anyways, we could probably talk about that forever because it's so interesting.
Hey, pass it, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, Marcus, I think you said what was cool, which I think you necessarily talk about enough, is just the fact that it's gonna be interesting because he has to spend 6 months in one day, in one place
in the U.S. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just gonna be 6 months of content here, and then the rest of the year it's gonna be whatever content he wants to do in Puerto Rico if he wants to do it. And so you'll have content at some point during the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna be the same content, or you just won't have it for the entire year.
Mm.
I thought that was interesting.
But if he's selling his house though, so
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
What
about that.
happens with
But continue, Kevin. Sorry.
I thought it was interesting that his buddy Mike, he was saying how I'm right here. This is fine.
It's literally halfway through the
Okay.
green.
Well, his buddy Mike is yo, this is he said that he explained how he was gonna go to Puerto Rico, but he's this is his moment to step out of the shadow of Logan Paul and not be his his right hand man anymore. So that's when he makes a name for himself.
Migos.
Bro, he's been doing a lot of things with FaZe Clan, and I think it's so sick. I've been I follow FaZe Banks on Instagram, and I'm seeing him and them all hanging out all the time. It's so crazy.
He's so much older than them though.
That's crazy
not
too.
Banks is kind of old.
How old is Ben?
I boycotted FaZe. They didn't accept me in
30 or
Phase
something.
5.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe get good. Then they might have accepted you. Oh.
Yeah, I'm a part of MXM, bro. That's a diss at MXM. If I'm not good, then who do you think is gonna join MXM?
And this is the best we got too. That's the best we got.
Actually, real quick, I'm actually curious about this. This is a little segue. What do you think each one of us is best at when it comes to our creativity?
Easily,
I
would say for me, easily, I suck at content creating, but I'm good at playing games.
Yes,
That's
I would
it.
agree with you on that.
That's it.
I would agree with you with that.
And you suck at games, but you're
I'm really good at content creating.
Well, you don't suck. You're pretty average.
Here's what we do. Here's what we do.
You don't really create content.
Here's what we do. Here's what we do. You're good at boycotting content. Here's what I do.
I think for Kevin though, to be real, I think Kevin's extremely good about when we're in games, trash talking. You're so good at communicating.
You're good. Yeah.
So good. We talk about all the time how you have the best comebacks to things.
You're good at building off of other people's conversations.
Yeah,
and keeping it going and making it more entertaining.
I wish I had.
Here's
that.
what we do. Right?
More for one person.
I make the gameplay, and you pretend like it's you playing, and then
boom. And I'll tell you what to say.
Yeah, there we go.
We should actually make a video like that. We'll play hit dropping 40 kills in Fortnite, and I'm just
you know what I'm gonna do?
This kid's dog water. This guy's trash.
I want to play. I want to do a YouTube video, right? Where spoiler alert, where it's kind of like what we did last time, the guessing the song, except which will be out on Thursday. Except, this is coming out this Sunday, huh?
Yep.
Okay, well, except instead of us playing a song, so the person who's in charge of playing the song, playing the song, is gonna have to say a word, and then whoever buzzes in and sings the song or lyric with that word in it, and it's an actual song, gets a point. Boom. And then loser gets necked.
Interesting.
Be careful saying that because there's more than one meaning to that.
Sorry. I'm PG minded over here.
Anyways, let's move forward now.
Child.
Let's move a little bit here.
I am.
Transition.
I'm 17.
That's what I just said.
Speaking of children, Ted Cruz took his wife and children to the Cancun when
These transitions.
when Texas is an absolute disaster at the moment.
Okay, but what is he gonna do? What is he gonna go clean up all the snow?
So this is interesting. We should bring this up real quick because
Wait.
Marcus is.
For
Okay,
preference, though, Ted Cruz is the mayor.
I think
No,
governor.
governor.
I'm the
governor. He's the governor
He's
of
something.
Texas.
No, I don't think he's the governor. I think he's something like within like the law side.
Well, if he's in the law side, then who cares?
Senator.
Okay, he's
Senator.
Wait. No, he's senator.
Who cares?
Senator.
Okay, but
He's the senator. Here he goes specifically. It's Raphael or Raffle. That's probably Raphael.
I'm pretty sure he did this. Like
It's Rafael
6 months
Edward
ago.
Cruz is an American politician and attorney serving as the junior United States Senator of Texas since 2013.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm pretty sure he did this like 6 months ago, where he went to Cancun with his family when during the middle of COVID, and a lot of people got mad at him. Or maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was someone else.
No,
But someone else definitely
No.
went to Mexico.
I don't think it was him. He wouldn't have made this
I don't
mistake
think it was
twice.
that. It's not that big of a deal, though. Good for him for getting out. Like, what? He's not gonna pay for everybody who can't afford to go to Cancun.
No, but here's the thing, though.
So
right?
here's what I think.
It's different. It's different. It's a lot of people outside of Texas criticizing him, even though they have different policies in Texas, right? Like I was saying, in Texas, the government's like, we're not going to hold your hand through this. Like that, you guys do whatever you want. You can choose what you want to do, because that's what Texas is. They're very the government's not
So
I don't know how to explain it. But they're not active. Like California's telling everyone mandates, stay at home or whatever, even though it's not really a thing anymore in governorism.
So let me jump in here and explain a little bit, okay? Because first off, most of the problems is actually people coming from Texas. So Texas right now is undergoing one of the worst. In fact, actually, a lot of Marcus was saying most of the United States is facing some of the craziest winter storms that they have ever seen. And
More than half the U.S. is under snow.
And people think global warming is a thing.
Actually, they're playing this into that. This is global warming, because it's it's going into spring or more into
Climate
summer.
I don't know. They're one of the same
Climate
story.
change is more realistic than global warming.
Oh wait, no, that's what I meant. Sorry, global climate change. I didn't mean global warming. Sorry,
Sure.
I mixed that up.
The climate's gonna change. Who cares? We're not gonna.
Okay,
have the same
listen though. My parents. You brought that up.
That's true.
My parents said that,
True.
and
Did I
that
bring up climate change?
you said more than half of the world is under the snow. And he
I
was
said
like,
more than half of the United States.
that's what I meant. Anyways, but my parents are saying they've been saying that climate change or global warming has been happening or whatever, and in 2010 the world is just gonna be covered in snow or whatever, but nothing happened. And they keep
Stop
changing
the
it every
cap.
5-10 years.
Well,
So I mean, we'll see.
I
We'll see
don't
what
know.
happens.
You can decide. You guys can believe whatever you want about it. But getting back to this, pretty much Texas is facing one of the craziest winters, especially Texas. I mean, there's been car crashes because of icy roads. I don't know if you guys have been seeing some of the pictures, but there's pictures of ceiling fans that have icicles inside houses because some of the water is getting through the houses, and because there's no heater, there's no power, there's nothing. These people are literally freezing.
That's crazy. But that has nothing to do with the winter storm though. Partially the power.
The power is all out. Power's out because
but
of
you
the
know
storm.
why? It's because it wasn't because of that. It was they would have had power, but it was because the gauges. Because it's not like that usually. Normally, snowing in Texas, the gauges at the nuclear power plant stopped, and they don't know if it's going to overheat or anything. So they shut down the nuclear power plant that feeds power to everyone, and it shut down power. all
Where'd you
over
hear that? I
Texas.
didn't even hear that.
Dad.
Oh, interesting.
I heard that the I don't know. Someone at work was telling me, and they were like, someone at work was telling me, and they were saying that the poor areas in Texas don't have electricity in the house at all, and I wasn't sure if she meant always or because of the fact that they're going through a snowstorm or a blizzard or whatever it is.
I saw these streamers. The guy wanted so it's a bunch of streamers, and the most popular one, Soda Poppin', was cold, and he wanted to take a bath, but they didn't have any hot water because it wasn't back on, and so they were doing a cooking stream, and so yeah, we'll just boil some water and fill it up with cold water, and pour some boiling water in there. And then they're like, oh, I guess you can hop in the hot tub. And then they checked and they were like, oh, it's not hot because it wasn't.
Oh my
The
God,
power
these
wasn't
guys.
on and all this stuff.
These guys.
It was funny.
So, anyways, for those of you guys who don't know, Ted Cruz got in a lot of trouble this week because he took his family to Cancun to get out. And Marcus would claim that it was like good for him to getting out, but for many other Americans who are literally struggling and cannot just leave like that. And I think it's the same. I think it's a principle and something that actually was installed when the Titanic went down. The captain was one of the first people off the ship, and it became a new rule that like the captain cannot leave the ship if the boat is sinking. And I think that that's what people are holding towards this is like, yo, you are one of the senators here. You are one of the people that represent us in Texas. We are all struggling. You can't just leave and go on vacation because of it. Like,
But
I understand. Like, I think your point is valid. That you know,
I'm
like,
not saying like it's good for him to get out. I'm just saying like, what is he expected to do?
I think the point is like he's supposed to be the role model. Like the same with Newsom. Like Newsom, remember when he was like we were on lockdown and this homie was having wine and cheese with all of his buddies in that restaurant.
But which side? Which party cared?
Both cared.
I saw a
Both
lot
s-
more like Republicans saying this guy's a clown, but then
A lot.
also
A lot of.
but now I'm seeing like at Texas, like I don't know who really cares, but
But I
haven't
don't.
seen
But
that
I don't necessarily know how why politics need necessarily come into that play. But I think it's more like as people, you want the individual who's representing the person who is leading you. You want to look at them and watch their lifestyle and being like, they're struggling the same way I am. Obviously, when you talk about maybe finances and whatnot, they're not. But like in a hardship like this, it shouldn't be like, I'm gonna jump sail. But it should be like, no, my people are struggling. I'm gonna stick here and try and do everything can to help in this, in like whatever capacity.
If that's the case, then
it's like it's the whole like. Sorry, I know I'm totally just rambling on, but like I'll let you speak after this. But it's like the whole idea with like, it's like the whole thing with the person in the trenches, right? You have the military officer who's there battling in the trenches with you, and not just, all right, guys, I'm gonna kick back here and have some scotch. Go out to war for me.
so that's
It's not back in the day when like you had knights and whatnot. I forget what is the medieval times. It wasn't uncommon for like commanders and the people higher up to be in the back and all of the not peons but like the people in the lower
Pawns.
ranks to be fighting.
Right. So
but
I'm
that's
saying-
what. But then also like, I don't I don't understand just because they worked to get to a higher spot doesn't mean that they can't like they don't have the freedoms that everyone else does. Because dang well not everyone's following these things. So that's what I'm saying. Just because he's
Are you talking about like COVID guidelines?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
Did my
Fire alarm?
Fire alarm just go off? I've never heard that thing go off. Don't tell me it needs a new battery right now.
Oh my
And I have to
gosh.
replace it. That's gonna suck. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm just saying I don't understand that. Okay, I understand that he is a senator or junior senator or whatever he is or something like that. But what's the difference between him and us just because he works for the government and he's in that position? He still wants to go out and do things, right?
I think it's influence. I think it's the same thing. It's the thing of like someone who's a public lifestyle is a leader, especially, right? A leader is defined as an
Yeah,
individual
and-
who is like a leader is defined as someone who is. I just lost my train of thought. They are defined as someone who is, leading the pack. I know that I literally lost my train of thought,
yeah,
but like
they're being an example.
they're an
supposed to be-
example. Thank you. They're an example to the people, and so
Yeah.
he should be. And I would agree with majority of the United States who are upset at him. I wouldn't have dipped either. It would be
Yeah, but-
different if he had like planned. Like, but if they have come out now because his security team with detail, they all pled like, no, they like this. They like left because of this. It would have been different if he was like, hey, there's a serious craziness thing going, or like months. He was like, hey, let's go to Cancun in freaking February. But it was like, no, there's craziness right now. We don't want to lose power because we're out of power. Let's just go to Cancun. That's a little different to me.
But it's not just him. He has a wife and kids.
Right.
And
so
that's the other thing I was gonna say. Just because that's what we think, and that's what I'm saying. Like in California, it's way different. In Texas, that's their whole thing is like we don't care. Go do go do what you want to do.
Where is that?
If-
You keep saying that, but I've never
Yeah,
seen that.
a lot of like even on the streamers I was watching today,
But even
like
if
they were saying that the government was like, you know, we're not going to help, like, go do what you want to do. We're not going to, there's no guidelines or whatever. But then they're also telling them to stay inside sometimes. And it's weird. They're just like, I don't understand it.
I need you to find me some source of that because that would
I'll pull up the
yeah,
video
please,
right
please pull some of that because, and not just a streamer, but I need like a governing official because to just say, hey guys, you do your thing. We're not gonna care about what you guys do. That brings monarchy. No. What is the word?
Anarchy.
Anarchy. Thank you. Jeez and crackers. It's another midnight podcast. It's brings anarchy to everyone because everyone can just do whatever they want because we're not gonna govern you. So if you can find me,
It's not.
If you
it's
can
not like
find me,
that. It's more like we, like, for these times, like for COVID, like, you know, they don't care.
But we're not talking about COVID. We're
That's the whole. That's how
We're specifically talking about a natural disastrous storm that is taking over the Texas.
Yeah, and what do you? That's what I'm saying. What do you want them to do?
I'm saying like.
What are they gonna do? Stay inside where they're freezing cold?
Oh my gosh,
that's really gonna piss me off. I'll be real.
Listen, I think it's that. I recognize that some people out of power, you know. Of course, I want them to all have power. If they all have the opportunity to leave, then yeah, it'd be great for them to leave. But for you to say the government's just Ted Cruz can just leave because he wants to, because the government's just like, yeah, you do your own thing, like that doesn't work. As a leader, if that was what my leader was going to do, I would never elect them because I want the leader to be there with me through the trenches. That's what I feel as a leader is, and I think most of America would agree with me on that. And so, anyways, if you can find me a website or like a news source or something that's saying the government's literally saying, "Hey, this is we're hearing what's going on. You get to do whatever you want." About COVID, that would maybe make more sense because I get what Texas is a little bit different when it comes to the COVID regulations, especially compared to California. But for them to say that about, hey guys, we're not really going to tell you what to do about your natural disaster and maybe losing power or maybe not being freezing cold. You got to deal with it yourself. Huh?
I do have a quick question, though.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Jump on.
Before we switch topics here. What's the difference between Ted Cruz taking his family and going to Cancun versus, like, some average Joe, Billie Jean, and taking her husband and her kids to Cancun?
That's what I'm saying. And even it's just because he has a different title under his name, and he's exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So it's only because he's a senator, or is it because he's
exactly? That's what he's saying.
It's because he's a senator.
So
that's the problem.
So
but that's where I have an issue for it. Is like he worked to get there. He deserves as much as everyone else to do whatever the heck he wants.
But no, because he didn't. He was elected.
Yeah, and how do you think he doesn't just get elected randomly?
No,
he worked his way to get there.
Right. But I think, again, it's someone of power, someone who makes decisions for your state, for your country. He's a leader. As a leader,
That's the governor. The senator doesn't do that.
But, I mean, he works. He does stuff, and he goes before the courts all the time. And he presents stuff to them about laws and stuff they want to change and what they think about. And so, either way, I think the thing is that Ted Cruz is a leader. And as a leader, you shouldn't be fleeing because of something going on. I totally understand too. I think it makes sense that an individual like him would want to leave. I want to leave too. Are you kidding me? I'd want to get out, especially if I had the opportunity to leave. I had the finance to be able to leave everything because it's crazy here. I would leave. But I think here's where it's also interesting is that he lied about it. And I didn't even say this beginning is that he said like, oh yeah, I was going to drop off my wife and daughter and then come back immediately, which was not the case. Not only did the flight attendants show the registry that he was not supposed to come back yet on the day he came back, but he had to like end up having to get an earlier flight to try and come back because it was trending about what happened. But also like the security detail talked about it, and you could see he has bags, like 2 bags of clothing. This man was not going for one day to drop off his wife and daughter, his wife and his kids, and then come back. So, I think it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting topic for the viewers and anyone who listens to this to really think about, like, what do you personally think about it? Do you think that Ted Cruz should not have got up and left? Or do you think, hey, man, he did a great thing. He was able to protect not only his daughter, or not only his wife and his kids, but he was able to get out of a situation that's kind of crazy right now.
Yeah. My final thought is I just think it's a little unfair that just because he's a leader doesn't mean he can't do what he wants. But
Right, yeah. And that's
I just think that's unfair.
It's a valid, very valid point.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be put in the position where just because I'm a public figure, I can't go and go on vacation with my wife and kid, or I can't do, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's not the issue. It's because of what Texas is going through.
Right. It's because of the reason why
Well,
he
I know.
left. Not
It's
because
not like he's just going on vacation. People are upset with it.
that's what
there's
this is.
more
It's
to it
because
than that.
yeah, but it's because they're going through something. But like, usually, actually, more than any other country in the world, we are given the least amount of vacation time because we're just workaholics. That's what we're known for. America's known for working, and the fact that he wanted to go, no matter what time it is, right, to go spend time with his kids and wife in Cancun, Mexico, then all of a sudden because this natural disaster hit, and that's why he left, right? Big, like that's to me that'd be like the perfect time to go somewhere warm.
I think I hear what you're saying, but I think the thing that you maybe are just not necessarily understanding, or maybe we're just differing in, is that no one's mad at him, and I don't think anyone would get mad at him if he was just going to go on vacation. The difference is he's leaving specifically because Texas is in shambles. I got to get out of here, and
Is that not what?
because not everyone can do that, it makes it so that all of a sudden, like, he's not leading his people. He's trying to flee from it. And so I think that, again, I think it's an opinion-based thing. I think you're not wrong for viewing that in that way. And I think it's why it's awesome that we all have different views and why we're on this podcast together, because I differ. I think that's not okay. But you think, like, it should be okay that he's going to be able to go and do those types of things.
I think it's funny because you're always on one side, you're always on the other, and I'm always like in the middle.
Mhm.
Because I see what your point is, but
Right.
also you make it seem like it's not as big of a deal as it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What is he expected to do? Give everyone millions of dollars so that they can afford to go, or to do something else?
Oh.
Dude, that have fun sleeping tonight.
I'll fix it later. But let's not
Let's
keep
move
talking
on.
about that.
Let's get into the next topic.
But
actually.
I was gonna say, final thought. I think just what he should be expected to do is just to go through with everyone else. He should have just stayed in his home. Like he should have
I
just.
don't know about that.
Like he could have stayed in his home.
See,
or
because what is stopping everyone else from Texas to go living with relatives? That's what I don't understand. I know,
finances.
I know you.
I mean,
I know dang well at least some other people in that who are mad about this have gone and done something else. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
unfair to be judging him, but just because he is technically a leader,
right.
to be fleeing from it than a normal Joe going and doing it too. I just think it's a little unfair, but
no worries.
That's personally me. Yeah.
That's a valid. It's a valid thought. All right, cool. So now we're gonna be introducing a new segment into our podcast, which I'm super excited about. It's called Fact or Cap.
Fact or cap.
And so,
Fact or
ladies
cap.
and gentlemen,
Fact or cap.
I'm going to be presenting
You have to
5
do the rap. You have to do the
different.
rap.
Factor cats, factor cats, factor cats.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cap.
Anyways,
Is it fact or cap?
We're
Or am I just gonna bust the cap?
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
Next. Come
This
on.
is why he's not on any of the songs.
Yes, literally why you're.
I'm gonna bust your cap.
Yeah, okay. Well,
That just sounds weird.
as I was explaining before I was interrupted, I'm going to be presenting 5 headlines from this week. These are news headlines, and they're going to tell me if this is a fact, like if this is a real news headline, or this is cap. This is not a news headline. And
They're on there, but
they're looking at it. They don't know which one's fact or which one's cap. So I'm going to just read them off. They got to tell me, okay? Here we go. First one. I was going to be smashed. Oh, yeah. I was going to be a smashed. No, I keep saying it wrong. Oh, my gosh. Retry. Okay. I was going to be a mashed potato. Florida boy recounts. Fact or cap?
That's fact. Everything happens. Anything that's weird, like something like that, is coming from Florida. I swear.
Nah, it's cap.
You think it's cap?
Yeah.
Cap, and you think it's fact?
Fact.
That is a fact. The story behind it is this. This kid got caught in a dumpster truck, and some guy saw him,
doing
like
in
a
the
safety
dumpster
worker
truck?
saw him and ran over and was able to pull this guy out of this garbage truck before he got smashed. Or mashed, as he said. I was gonna be a mashed
Is that
potato.
how dumpster trucks work? They
Is
mash
that
the
the
trash.
headline, or is that what he said?
No, that's the headline of the thing. Is his quote? I was gonna be a mashed potato.
That's jokes. That's actually hilarious.
All right, here we go. Second one. You could be psychotic and really horny. Fact or cap?
First off, that's just a straight fact. But I
Why?
think the headline is cap. Because you can be absolutely psychotic and horny.
Okay, so you think it's cap?
I think
What
it's
is
cap.
it? One more time.
Cap.
You could be psychotic and really horny.
No,
It's
dude,
fact.
that's
It's
fact.
fact.
That's fact. That's fact. I take that
It's
back. That's
fact.
fact.
Okay, yes, that's correct. That is a fact of a news headline. All right,
Is
next
there
one.
anything about that? That is just
I actually,
some random person just said that. and
I
it was
actually
just a headline?
didn't. I actually didn't dive super into it. It was
Isn't-
it was a TMZ one, and
Oh,
I
that
like
makes
I
sense.
saw it, and I didn't dive a whole bunch into it because I was like, this just seems really
You know what's funny?
bizarre. I don't want to dive into it too much.
Is at like most like newspaper places or like headline articles or whatever, they have to run it by the people who own it to be like, hey, is this a good article? And one of them was like, yeah, that's a good article.
Well, it's not necessarily the owner, but it's like the head. It's the,
yeah, like the people who oversee what goes out.
I forget what the-
Publishers.
Yeah, the head
whatever.
publisher. Yeah. Oh, this. Yeah. Okay, next one is new case study by Harvard Medical shows the benefits of drinking urine.
That's cap.
Fact or cap?
Cap.
That's cap.
That is cap. I made
Look
that
at
one
this
up.
dude.
100%.
Look
I made
at this
that
dude
one up.
copy my answers.
All right.
No,
I just
we're-
thought it. I thought it was. People are just gonna be like watching this and like mid sentence, everyone's just gonna stop. And then, I just thought it was funny that Harvard would be like, if it was true that Harvard would be doing a
Well, dude, they totally would. It's being some.
testing people
They-
drinking
I
their own
was gonna
urine.
guess cap anyways because you did two the facts,
Mhm.
two facts. So there had to be a cap. in there.
Interesting.
It had to be cap.
All right, here we go. Number 4. Ted Cruz did Ted Cruz leave his dog Snowflake home alone during the trip to Cancun?
That's false.
Which, when in and of itself, is kind of funny. Like, they're in a
That's
snowstorm.
that's not funny.
They're in a snowstorm. His dog's name is Snowflake.
Yeah, that's cap.
Fact or cap?
Because you think that's funny, so he made
It's
it
fact.
That is a fact.
That's
That is
such a cap.
true
That's
headline.
so you can't be capping on the gang like
That
that.
is a
I
true
You can't be capping on
headline.
the gang
I
like that.
tied it
True
up.
headline.
I tied it up.
All right, here we go. Number 5.
Is this the last one?
Yep.
Ooh,
Two
Kevin.
is
we
it-
have to
is-
we have
is
to
it
go
2-2?
opposite here, okay?
Okay. 2 Florida men arrested after TikTok allegedly shows unlicensed surgery on dog.
That's fact.
That's fact. Oh, we have to rock paper scissors.
No.
Rock paper scissors for it. No,
I called it
He
first.
called
bro, rock paper scissors.
Why
Listen,
can't it just
Rock,
be,
paper, scissors.
why can't it just both be fact or both be cap?
Because it's 2-2 right now.
Oh
or
my
we
gosh.
we could just tie it up. Or
Wait, is it 3-3? I think
It's
3-3.
2 it's 2-2.
No, because we both got
We're
one
do-
wrong, right?
We're doing 5, and we both got 2 right.
I just
Yeah,
think
but
that,
we both could have gotten the same one.
I
right.
just think that it's
and we
funny
both
that
got
you
the first one
both
right.
want to pick fact. So let's just come on.
Fine, it's cap, but it's fact. I already know.
Is you fact?
it's fact.
It is a fact, and this is insane. This story is crazy. When I looked
Win.
this one, I dove into this one because I was like, TikTok.
Winner.
I have to look this up,
Winner.
right? Look at this. So this
So
guy,
humble.
right? So this man,
So humble.
this dude, literally, like, I guess his dog was pregnant, and they had to, like, I guess it was having problems. So he called a vet, like a veterinarian, and paid him $650. This vet performed a C-section on the dog, and the daughter videotaped it, and then posted on TikTok. Come to find out, this man was not a veterinarian, and
How did they get in trouble for that if the guy lied about him being a vet?
because because the dog was not sedated and all these different things, it was animal cruelty. So the dog was straight up being cut open and like this, the daughter's filming this and posted it on TikTok, like videos of this, and like they ended up getting 2 of the babies out, 2 of the puppies out. They eventually rushed the dog to the hospital like the day after, and the dog ended up dying with 2 more puppies inside of him. The vet didn't even get all of them out. And so then because it was a big deal, the investigators and animal cruelty came to the guy and were like, yeah, like the guy whose dog it was, and was like, what the heck happened? Because it went viral on TikTok. and the dude was like, I paid $650 to his vet, and the dude was like, that was not a veterinarian, and you should have known. I guess because it was like super under the table, like whatever. So he's in trouble. He got sent to jail, and so and then he has a bond. Like they literally had to pay a bond for this guy. Like I can't remember how much money it was, but he literally someone had to pay his bond for him to get out, and so there's a court date going on. But I was like, dude,
Florida.
that is insane.
That was
Florida.
Florida, right?
Florida,
Yeah,
Florida, I'm
Look at
telling
me
you.
right now, Florida. What is wrong with you?
Here, I got you. Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. help.
No,
Like,
but I don't know. I don't know that that's necessarily like I wouldn't send him to jail for that. Yeah, it's under the table, but like
no. If it's that sketchy,
what, dude?
You
what are
should
gonna use?
know.
if you're
No,
not
you're gonna
putting
call-
my
hold on,
dog
hold on,
down
hold
and
on.
you're cutting it open, bro.
Hold on. You search up
Nah.
veterinarians around you, right? This guy pops up. You call him, and he's like, "Yeah, it'll be $650." Okay, yeah, come over to my house.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately,
boom,
the
he's
art-
at your house,
the-
and then
The article
He's
didn't
doing it.
necessarily specify. It could have been like a homie, like, "Yo, John, my freaking dog is like having problems. Can you come over?" He's like, and he comes over, and like he could have been lying, like, "Oh yeah, he's a licensed dude." He could have been just his homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they didn't specify, but. Let's transition now. This is something, Kevin, you can talk about because you were kind of explaining this a little bit to me. We should probably not spend too much time on it because we're kind of getting close to our 60 minutes or an hour of our podcast already. But Minecraft's new updates coming soon.
Hey, Minecraft. I love Minecraft. But yeah, they're having a caves and cliffs update, I believe. So the bigger mountains and more exciting caves and like cave biomes as well. Like there's gonna be different
Really?
stuff that spawn. Like
Dude, we
there's
better-
creatures. So we gotta get on that when it
Uh-huh.
releases.
Oh,
100%.
Bro,
Dude, we got so many videos coming ahead of that. Are you kidding me? We're gonna do another. Dude, I
you know what's gonna suck?
what?
Manhunt and then digging down into a cave that's 300 blocks tall and you just fall to your death.
Well, you already fall to your death in all your manhunts, so it's not like
Especially now that there's spikes that you can land on that'll like do like quadruple the amount of damage.
really.
Yeah, if you land
I
on
know
spike,
that.
it'll do like
they're
quadruple the
not
amount of
as
fall
common
damage.
as you think they are.
Hmm.
Like I've at least in the snapshots that I've been seeing, like
All the ones I've seen were like the new, like, because I watched like Redstone ones,
Mhm.
Redstone Minecraft, or used to watch.
oh like the new like the blue weird.
yeah,
looking
where
blocks
like
that,
if you walk by it, it'll activate and then it'll give off a redstone signal.
There's just spikes now. That's crazy.
Yeah, so like they're literally like in the ceiling and they'll fall and they'll do damage to you, like 4 times the amount of damage.
No.
And if you fall onto it, so like you can make automatic mob grinders or like mob
Oh,
grinders
that's cool,
automatic
though.
kill things like 6 blocks away from it, so you don't have to build up 24 and then drop. or
Yeah.
whatever. So like it's gonna be interesting to see, but it's say you're walking around a cave, one of those spikes could fall off the roof and kill you instantly. And they also have like this huge biome now where it's like the cave is like think of like a ravine, but it's a giant cave, and there's like spikes in the ceilings and spikes on the floor, or whatever. But
Dude,
that's
that's
what I was saying. It's gonna be interesting because
That's
the
interesting.
ravines suck because you have to climb up to the walls to get the iron or whatever. That's
Yeah.
gonna be like this entire cave. It's
Yeah.
just
yeah,
gonna be
but
weird.
they're not as common as you think. Like majority of it is just gonna be like little cave tunnels and whatnot, and like
And they have like there's ways to like guarantee that there's a cave. Like there's a tree now that like like if you dig under that tree, there's gonna be like a
a certain biome.
yeah,
Oh,
a biome cave.
really?
And it's like gonna be like water, like lush. It's gonna be like green and like all
Yo,
this-
it's like Journey to Center of the Earth.
sure.
No, you guys ever seen that Journey to Center?
I've
Earth?
seen it. I just haven't
Bro,
seen it.
I've never
phenomenal
seen it.
movies. You never seen those?
Is that the one with the rock?
The Rock did make one. He made a second one. I think that
Oh, what was the one with the
fir-
rock
the-
with the alien
Oh wait,
girl
I
and the
have
guy?
seen it. Journey to the. Don't I remember the Rock?
and Vanessa Hudgens was in it.
Okay, yes, I have seen it.
Yeah, and was it
It's
Nick
been
Jonas
a long time.
too? Was it
I
Nick
don't know
Jo-
who it was.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I don't know. I remember who it was. But the first one was with the dude who was in
What
everything.
is
He was in the Looney Tunes movie. You guys ever watch the Looney Tunes movie?
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Is that his name?
Space Jam.
Looney Tunes.
Oh my gosh, what?
Looney Tunes. Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam was Looney Tunes.
That's Looney Tunes.
But
Yeah,
no, there
no,
was
but he
the
said-
Looney
he
Tunes
just-
movie. There was
He
an
just said,
accent.
"Is that his name?" When you said Michael Jordan, I was like, "Excuse me."
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm looking it up.
Okay, but what was that? What was that movie about aliens who came to Earth and they ended up taking the Rock's cab, and then they had to go around and like they're trying to find. It was like the blonde girl and blonde guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Mount Weathermore.
Oh no, that's That's the
Oh.
100.
Oh, you're right. Love that TV show, big time. Mount. Let's just go. We'll look up the rock real quick because.
Rock and then space mount something.
Oh, Space Mountain. No, that's the ride. I get so excited, like I know what it is, and then it's like not.
Space Mountain.
Okay, leave me. It's like it's. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember, dude. This is killing me.
Dude, you're gonna have to
It's-
scroll through.
There it is. Race to Witch Mountain. It's called Race to Witch
Back to
Mountain.
Minecraft.
This one.
Yeah, back to Minecraft.
Oh yeah, they came out with a new mob.
Oh,
it's
that
like-
thing is gonna be creepy.
A new mob in Minecraft.
Oh well, I guess 2 new mobs. One of them is like
I'm looking this up.
there's like a little water, almost like a water ferret or whatever, and it'll like
Mm.
attack things for you, and it targets like drowned and stuff. And like you can't really
Oh.
tame them, but you can.
It's
kind of
like a dog. The like
water
attacks.
dog.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wait.
the real exciting thing is gonna be the monster in the,
The
deep
deep
dark.
dark.
Well,
This
I forget
guy?
what his name is.
Is that him?
No,
Oh, I don't know what that
just
is.
look up Minecraft Deep Dark Mob or something like that. It'll be
Mhm.
fine.
Mine.
But basically, now like one of the new caves is like right at bedrock ish, or maybe it goes below, but I don't know. But it's like really dark, and there's a mob in it who's blind but reacts to sound.
Mhm.
What?
So, like you
so if
walking.
you make a footstep, it'll like start coming and attacking you.
Oh, is it this guy? Oh, I think I've
yeah,
seen
that's
this.
it.
Yep.
You
Yo,
can,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
it's-
distract it and whatnot, like throwing snowballs and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Or like an arrow or something, and it'll run, and then you can like sneak around it or whatever.
Yo, what the heck is this? This gotta be. That's not nothing, right?
That's
No,
not real.
that's
That's
not
probably it could be a mod or something.
Okay.
Looks like it.
But it's that's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want these spikes everywhere in these giant caves.
It's not as dramatic as you
I
think
don't
it
care.
is. You'll see.
It's dumb.
He's just upset because he can't speedrun normally on the way the game is, and now he won't be able
I
to
can.
speedrun.
Just have three people.
Where's your Minecraft? Where's your Minecraft speedrun
Let
video?
me finish. I can. Just have 3 people coming after you and killing you the entire time. Then tell me I can't speedrun.
Well,
Because you couldn't even get to the nether without being killed. We literally gave you like 30 minutes. And you didn't even make it to the nether.
I did make it to the nether. You
Yeah,
saw
after
me.
I found you and I was going to kill you there. And you're like, let me see what's in the nether. And
I-
then you go in the
I
nether. And
debated
then you ran
so
away.
hard. I was
You
like,
ran
oh,
away.
let me see if I can get in there.
Yeah,
And
but-
debated.
But let me
Debated.
let me tell you, or let's be real. I would have
Javid.
killed you. I would have killed you in the overworld before you went to the nether. Because you were still building the portal.
But we don't know that for sure because you got debated.
Exactly. And guess who still died without me even being there?
I was being stupid.
And he fell in
I
love.
was goofing around.
So,
But anyways, now that, talking about Minecraft, which is great. I think what's really cool is like it's all pixelated, and that kind of brings us to our next segment. We're gonna be introducing here to the series, our podcast series called Zoomed In.
you got to work on
Oh.
your transitions, bro. What was
And
the
this-
first one about?
The one about speaking of kids was so good.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But in the same way, that Minecraft's very pixelated, we're gonna be zooming in on some incredible pictures, and you guys are gonna go ahead and try and guess who they are.
One
I'll
of
put them
these-
up on your screen for you guys, so you guys can go ahead and see them. But for
And-
them, they're just gonna look at it on my laptop here. So I need you guys to look forward so I can.
And you
pull
can
up the first
even
one.
guess along with us.
Yeah, we'll let you look for it. Don't be to look at the screen already.
Oh,
Dang, bro, you
he's
cheating already.
definitely looking.
I'm not looking.
Any cheaters?
I didn't know you didn't have them ready.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well, I just
I
have
thought it
to.
was gonna be like the questions where we could just like look at it and then
No, I just have to look at it right now.
there
All
wouldn't
right,
be an answer.
all right, here you go. All right,
Marcus can most definitely.
first one. Who is it?
Addison Ray. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Wait, do we get multiple? Do we get multiple guesses?
just one.
This one. Go ahead. Who do you think it is?
I said Addison Ray.
Probably
I-
Addison, but I'm gonna say Vanessa Hudgens just
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to copy him.
You're both wrong.
Justin
It's
Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
You zoomed out and I was like, who is that? And then you said Justin Bieber. I'm still like,
It's
who is that?
it's Justin Bieber from Yummy. I'm pretty sure that's the one. That's what he looked like, the pink hair.
Yummy,
All right,
yummy,
Look
yum.
look forward.
That's ridiculous. That looked like
Bro.
girl. That looked like a
They
girl's
look like
lips.
lips. They
Oh
were
my
like,
God.
And all the
pink.
people who are watching this and are gonna comment, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it did. Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us.
Yeah,
Alright.
you probably live in Florida if you think it was a guy.
Oh my
Probably.
gosh.
Stop it.
Okay.
Cut some out.
Look for
Every
it.
time I think of Florida now.
I can't believe Florida. People are
Bro,
so
that's
dumb.
ridiculous. He was gonna turn to mashed potatoes, and then this guy did surgery on his own dog. That's crazy.
Okay. Who is it? See the picture? See the image?
What the? Do we know who these people are?
Yes, you do. Who is it? Dude, you look at my teeth like my teeth look like that? No, sir. Who is it?
I'm gonna say Pam Paul.
Who?
Her name. What is Logan Paul's mom's name?
Pamela?
Pamela.
Pamela
what's her
Paul?
last name? I don't know
Pamela
her-
Paul. I don't think
no,
she,
it's not
it's
Paul
Paul
anymore. 'cause
anymore.
She's not married to Greg.
I don't know, but that's, I know you're saying.
But Pam.
Who do you think it is?
Greg
Marcus?
Paul, Jake Paul, all
Any
the
of the Pauls?
Pauls. Oh, I said it wrong.
Someone with some crusty lips needs some chapstick.
Go, Marcus. Who is it? Come on.
Dude, I don't know. I
Just
don't know.
guess.
Guess
Just throw one
someone.
out. Just throw a name.
Dude, I don't.
Just say Michaela or someone.
Some D'Amelio. I don't know.
Okay. It's Joe Biden. The worst part is, like, you could have used your context clue considering that the top says Joe_hero.
We're not looking at that. We are seeing it from the side. We're literally seeing it from the side. We can't see
Oh, that's
these
so funny.
random words and stuff on the top
Okay,
of your
sorry.
screen.
All right, here, look away again.
How many do we have?
There's
Five?
just one more. There's just only three.
Oh, okay. Kevin, we almost went 5 for 5 on the Factor Cat.
I know.
Yeah, you guys are slacking on these ones, guys.
I'm sorry they're zoomed in on people's lips. I'm not looking at people's lips
Alright,
like
here
you
you
are,
go.
okay?
But I think it makes it the best.
That's
part
me.
About, it makes it the best part about it is like
You can't say
'cause
me though, Kevin. That's
No,
me though.
I know it's you only because I saw Micah zooming in on the picture
Oh.
earlier at the dinner table. Earlier today.
Yeah, it's
So I know
Marcus.
it's you.
It's Marcus. Look at that. You know, I'll find one
Should've
more.
done one
Back
without
when
the
I had
mustache.
hair and a
I tried to
mustache and
find
beard.
one, but like I didn't have one with
The
him without a
goatee.
mustache. I'll find one more, just for the podcast because I think, or if you guys too, because it'd be so funny for me to find one.
Girl, you got that yummy,
Yum, the
yummy,
yum.
Dude,
yummy,
good song, huh? I gotta think of a good one here. Oh, I got.
What did he say?
So, we're gonna do this because we're gonna do that because he cheated last time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you said
That
at the
was
dinner
from-
table
At
downstairs.
the table
I-
downstairs.
I heard when you first said that you saw him do it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no. So, Florida.
Stop it.
We need to go down to 49 states. Why don't we take in Puerto Rico and kick out Florida? Let's make it its own little island.
Florida is like.
Like the only thing
You
Florida
just say
would be a
Florida
good
is an
thing-
island?
We should make it its own island. I'm saying,
Oh, this one's bad, boys. So we're
like,
gonna-
just move it just do a little tectonic plate shift.
Dude, this one says. All right, I gotta be clear with you.
Pretend like you didn't say that.
Make it its own island. Just push it off the U.S.
Hold on, don't look.
We'll
I'm
be
hiding
fine.
it.
San
Like this.
Andreas.
Wait. I
I
forgot
know
something.
who that is.
I think I know too. I want to hear yours first, though, because I'm not sure.
I want to hear yours first, then, because I know who it is for sure.
Hold on. Who is it? Go ahead.
Marcus.
Dude, that is like 64-bit
I know,
pixels,
it's
bro.
terrible.
That's
terrible.
like I'm playing the Nintendo
It's
Mario
terrible.
64.
Yeah, I know. Who is it?
I know who it is.
I was gonna say Adam Levine, but I don't know.
Adam Levine.
No, you're both wrong.
What?
Jason Stamos.
That was like so far off my list, bro.
Oh.
I would have never gotten there. I
I
literally
know,
would have
bro.
never gotten there.
Well, I
thought it was.
Oh, I
gonna
know
be,
who it is. I know who
I
it is.
definitely thought it was Adam Levine.
Oh my
I was gonna
Because
say
Adam Levine has that like shaven, but it's not really. You know what I mean? Like it's
the
really like.
stubble, I think it's
yeah.
called.
like this.
Dude, that's
Well, no, stubble
so.
is just this little finger.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a stubble.
that's so funny.
I thought you were gonna make a joke with the Adam Levine.
Oh
but-
my gosh, that's fantastic. Well, everyone, that has been zoomed in. Hope you guys like
Zoomed
that little
in, zoomed in.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning into this MXM podcast.
Wait, aren't we supposed to talk about something else?
No, that's
No,
it.
this is it.
What?
This is the outro.
This is the outro.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make
Am I
sure
doing
to hit
outro? I
that
want to do something.
subscribe
You
button.
did the intro.
Will you shut up?
No, you did the intro.
no,
Oh
you
my
I wanted
goodness,
to.
then outro.
Marcus, you were supposed to do the outro. It says your name. Do you guys
Would
not
you like to
read?
say anything else?
Do you guys not read the report that I literally spent like 20 minutes putting together for you
Sorry,
guys?
No
did
one
you put
cares.
that into my email? No, you didn't. You have it on your computer.
You
that
have-
you're not letting us look at half the time because you want to play these shows.
No,
alright?
first off, none of it in here gives away any answers. I specifically made it sure none, like I didn't put answers in here at all. You have access to this. This is in the podcast rundown that I made for you like
Nope.
2-3 weeks
My
ago.
phone is on. It's at 7%.
Oh,
My
so
phone's
that's not
at
my fault.
7%.
That's your fault.
No, it's
We
yours.
could have also plugged the charger right in there for you, but no. So don't be coming at me
How
like
about you
that.
Put some charge
Stop
into
the
your.
cat.
Put some charge
Put
into
some-
your
put
smoke
some-
detector. buddy, so it doesn't beep at us every time we're trying to record a video.
Just haven't, and I haven't heard it go off in the last like 20 minutes. So
No, 'cause it's probably dead now.
So,
Next time
you
there's
know-
a fire, you're gonna die.
all right,
because you're sound asleep.
Marcus, close this out. Close this out.
Dang, that's really toxic. You just said you wanted him to die, and you hope he
I
dies.
said
in
I
his
want him
sleep.
to. I'm saying he's going to.
Wow.
Exactly. And you're not going to do anything to prevent that. are
Wow.
you?
Let me get
You're
some
probably gonna
double
get me to go to
A
Cancun
battery.
Exactly.
too, huh? You're probably gonna get me
Yeah, I
go to
probably
Cancun.
will, and I'll say hi to Ted Cruz while I'm there.
Yeah.
All right.
Leave me and your
his
girlfriend
wife.
both here. You're pretty much your second family. You know what I mean? Just leave us here to die.
I mean, her smoke detector works, all right, but it's charged. But people
Cancel
are.
watermelon. Go close this out. Yeah, that's right. You better make a public apology right now too.
I made a serious lapse and judge.
A serious and recurring lapse of my
so-
judgment. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This podcast has gone to bits. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please forgive MXM Watermelon for what he's done. And we'll catch you guys later. Thank you. Deuces.